Hey, Darkbender here, and welcome to my first Bleach review. We're reviewing Chapter 635. So the chapter starts off with, forgot her name, it's Gluttony Girl, I know that. And she's essentially just saying, darn it, it figures that Basby would go and get himself killed, if you don't remember last chapter. Even after he said that he'd go and kick his butt. But she says, oh well, it's not like she's one to talk, and gosh darn it, another fight completely skipped and finished. That's like 4 or 5, that's like the 4th time this arc. They're kind of upset by this, since they couldn't even put a scratch on him. Yuha essentially just walks after she dies. Well, probably died. Yuha just walks back to his throne room and says, about time, now he can get back to taking his nap. And then I guess this is essentially the process of how Yuha gives his power to Hashwolf, you know, when he's sleeping. Which I guess is kinda cool that we get to see how it works. I thought it'd just be like how the other Sterners are given power and Yuha, I don't know. Hashwolf essentially just goes on a short monologue about how it was such a cruel, callous power, isn't it? The ability to see into the future. And we get the title page. It's called The Hooded Enigma. It kind of makes sense, which for Bleach is quite an achievement. Now, it looks like Ichigo saying this, but he's saying a fart in the wind. I think that just means that he's like gone really fast, like a fart would be, I don't know, probably. Ganju and Ichigo are essentially just talking about like what happened with Askin and Grimmjow. They didn't expect him to be able to run away that quickly. And that now we just like see like Askin just above them, and like just watching them. He says that like he didn't expect them to come face to face right away. He didn't expect to fight the strongest people. Well, some of them. And immediately after he says that, he starts pouring a cup of coffee, and Grimmjow appears right behind him. And like the best thing that I like about Askin is that he's sort of like the most human person in the series, so that I think. He's just like a normal guy with these powers, with someone like insane like Grimmjow after him. The moment Grimmjow gets behind him, he just hauls butt away. And obviously Grimmjow starts in pursuit after him, and Askin gives him what he calls a gift. Grimmjow says that something weak like that won't hit me, so he just cuts it. And this is kind of like what I was kind of waiting for, like the moment, like I was thinking that Grimmjow was just going to like cut him, and then Askin's power was going to come into effect. But no, he threw something at him that Grimmjow cut, and then it knocked him out. And he says that because it takes Grimmjow out like immediately, and he says he takes it that he never got one of those when he was little. And it's a poison ball. Who, when they were a little kid, ever got a poison ball? Ugh. Now we see a large group of the Soul Reapers heading out to the Huha's castle. And we see Lily Barrow, I think that's his name. It's the X-Axis guy. I cannot remember any of these guys' names. It's essentially going on a spill of like how people like go out in herds, and how like the Shinigami are spreading themselves too thin, and then how the weak of the pack will fall behind and then get taken out. And Shuhei starts falling behind, and he gets shot immediately in the arm. Which, something about this was, I thought his power, since it was the X-axis, he could only hit something that was in a straight line from him. So I didn't think he could shoot at an angle, but I guess he can. And so Shuhei just falls, not dead, most likely, just kind of like knocked out. And no one notices him. And now we cut back to... So we cut back to Kenpachi and Mayuri, and they come across wait, hang on, I missed. Sorry for the technical difficulties here. I accidentally skipped over a page. It's essentially of the Valkyrie guy just like running around trying to look for someone to fight. And he says Lily, Perndina, and Nak Lavar, when he gets his hand on them, they're going to be screwed. Okay, now we can get back to where I accidentally left off. So Kenpachi and Mayuri come across Perndina, and they're both sort of just like standing there looking at it, like thinking like, what the heck is this thing? Mayuri kind of goes on this bit like, are you talking about that or yourself? Because it's stupid to ask a question that neither of you know the answer to. So Kenpachi, being Kenpachi, he goes straight at it, ready to kill it. Mayuri tells him to wait. And when I first read this, I kind of thought Kenpachi just like stopped and like punched the ground. But he kind of kept going. And apparently like Perndina just sort of like dodged it. And he did his contortion ability on Kenpachi's arm. And he says he only got one of my arms, but I gave him a cool new haircut. And then Perndina's head just sort of explodes everywhere. And he says, what the frick am I looking at? And Mayuri says again, are you talking about that or yourself? And that is the end of the chapter. And now I was just kind of thinking, who do you guys think is going to be in the final battle? I'm not sure who's going to fight the Valkyrie guy. I kind of was hoping that like Kenpachi would fight him. I don't know why. But I mean, other than that, we kind of already got the final fight set up, like the final four. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Thanks for watching.